Good afternoon from Sanirajak, Hall Beach, Nunavut. Just a little quick update to everybody who's been following me. I've been here about 2 weeks, and this is the first chance I've actually been able to get out and take a walk around the community. Now, I went out last week up towards the other side of town and posted some pictures on my blogs and stuff. This is the area out towards the airport. So, if I turn my camera around, and that's the airport, and the base itself, which I said before is still active. It's still the Northern Warning Line site. And I've actually come out around where the community fuel is for heating and everything else. The one thing is that you can't get over up here is the quiet. It is absolutely quiet, and you can see stuff for kilometers. I mean, the only thing I got right now is one of the municipal trucks is driving by going back up to the airport, and that's it. There's a couple of kids that are out playing on some of the little frozen lake areas and stuff like that. Now, everyone looking at me right now is kind of wondering, well, how cold is it right now, Rod? And I'm like, it's -7 with the feel like of -14, which is why I have my balaclava on. Now, I just have my field cap, and everyone's like, well, why didn't you put your toque on? Well, when I started out, it actually wasn't that bad, as in there wasn't a breeze. The breeze is kind of kicked up, but I'm also sort of out of the shelter of the town itself, almost right next to the Northwest Passage, so the wind kind of picks up. Now, the other thing that I do while I'm out on a walk, as part of my hunter training and stuff like that, is I will stop, look, and listen, because as I was talking to one of the lovely workers at Bass Pro down in Halifax, they were saying they had time up in the north, and they said about Nanuks, obviously the aforementioned they that will not be named, they will put their nose to the ground and will follow your scent. So every so often I'm stopping and I'm doing a 360 look around myself to make sure that there is nothing that can take a bite out of me while I'm here. And yeah, there's really nothing. But at the same point in time, any of those aforementioned creatures, usually I was asking our vice principal, and she was telling me that we don't really have to worry about them until the colder season when the ice actually starts to form up. And this is the other thing too, that despite the fact that it's -7, feel like -14 right now, the fact that the global warming crisis is a thing, especially up north, is right now I'm looking at open water on the Arctic Ocean Northwest Passage, and they were telling me at the same time when I was a university student that actually all that would have been iced up already, and it would have been a concern that you would have had critters coming in this time of the year. The fact that when I landed in the end of September and it was 10 was quite amazing. However, within the last 2 weeks, the temperature is dropping slowly, and we've had a couple of snowfalls, and the weather this week was bad enough that we've had no mail come in all week. We've had flights able to come in, but the priority at this point is to bring in food and other supplies. Mail is secondary to anything of that. So that's what you have to be concerned about, is food, fuel, and any other vital supplies to keep you alive. Your mail, you probably don't have to worry about it as much. Which will make it kind of fun when I'm trying to order stuff from down south, but you make it as the way it is, and for all intents and purposes, the town is pretty self-sufficient for what they have. So yeah, I mean, this is still a pretty cool thing. My spirits are still pretty high. It helps when this community is extremely supportive. They're very friendly. Also, I've made it my way to make sure that I'm talking with people and trying to do some other community things besides school. So I'm getting involved with the local Anglican church for some things, which is kind of good. and they've appreciated that at least one Southerner in town is actually coming to church, which is pretty good. So yeah, I may be able to pick up a Nunavut that way as well. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. So periodically, about the only other thing I will mention too is Wi-Fi is a bit of an issue up here. There isn't. So I'm using data on my phone, and I have to talk to my phone company about that. Just because that is something that I'm going to have to sort out. I will be able to get internet, however, and we do have internet at our school, so I will be able to upload this at some point, hopefully soon, but I have to bear in mind how much the data has been burned up, because I've already actually had to add on a couple of extra stuff. But anyway, just a little quick update on a lovely Saturday afternoon, which is actually Saturday, October the 7th, I believe we're in right now. It's the Thanksgiving weekend, I know that as well, so I'm actually going to be doing a turkey dinner. Amazingly enough, the cost that I had for my turkey dinner is about what I would have paid for down in Nova Scotia. I was able to get a turkey for $50. I got 2 cans of gravy. I got a 5-pound bag of potatoes, baby carrots, a sweet potato. The only thing I didn't get was pumpkin pie fixings, so I'm pretty sure my son, I'll be thinking about him because he made excellent pumpkin pie. Anyway, and I'm thinking of my family back home and all my friends as well. So anyway, I'll be talking to you guys later. So there we go. Have a good one.